You was live, baby.
I'm live?
You live.
How many people are living with my live-ing? Thumbs up, thumbs down, sound check. How many humans you got over there that can tell us?
I don't know because it says 0. Wait, now it says 21.
21 people. One of the 21. One of 2-1. Please let us know.
Yeah, somebody give us a thumbs up since
sound,
this is our
whatever.
first week back.
Yeah, back on the tubes. Time. Back on the freaking...
All right, Pete's sake says it sounds good.
Good. So we were getting some feedback that when we switched to the new camera, it was too loud, like it was fuzzing out and acting weird. So I just turned the gain down on the mics. Let me know if it's too quiet or if it's still good to go. Please, Monsieur's sake.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah, happy Sunday. Everybody good? Cool, good answer. Moving on. Everybody good?
What were you doing this morning? I didn't even see you.
Me?
Yeah.
I was sitting here licking my wounds.
What wounds do you have?
Well, 10 hours of driving. To, you know, we did the, we went to, what was it called?
Mountain Readiness.
Mountain Readiness. Sorry, my brain is burnt out. So basically we left Friday early and did half the drive to Asheville, North Carolina, and then went to, okay, perfect.
What?
Pete's sake says the sound is perfect.
Yeah, like all the videos I filmed recently are...
Yeah, they're like, whoa, like somebody screaming into the mic, and it's getting that weird, like, fuzzed out thing. So hopefully we got the gain set. And I guess the new camera's better.
Sucks that mountain preparedness got rained out. Yeah, the one day we were there, it was pouring the whole time. So
yeah, it was pouring. We did some videos, but it ended up being basically me hanging out with my buddies under a tent. So
with Emery the whole time.
Yeah, hanging out with Emery the whole time. And then, you know, people were just like, it's funny. You would see people come up.
Hey, Caleb, I hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, man, been praying for you. So people would come up and they would just kind of stand off to the side, like just staring at us like we're famous people, which is still a really strange thing for me.
Joey.
Hey, good morning, Joey. Joey Dad. Or
Isn't
Cheryl,
that part
whatever.
of mountain preparedness, being ready for the rain?
Yeah, man. Actually, we were cool. I had my rain gear. We were fine. We were still playing with firearms and talking about geopolitics and camping and everything. I mean, but it ended up basically being the Tim and Emery show because we were just hanging out. And then,
hey, Josh L, 99.99. Thank you, Josh.
Early on it. Josh is early on it.
Thank you so
Man,
much.
Thanks. I'm still trying to not look over at the giant monitor that Josh sent because there's like this other human in the room and he's like moving around and I'm like, there he is. So I'm trying to be a real movie star.
Yeah, he's been super, super generous.
Yeah, thanks, Josh. You know, we try to give
Hub's birthday. Happy birthday, Hubs.
Happy birthday. Like Hubs as in,
well, it's from Micah Ramsey, so Hubs
would be
Micah, I guess.
Yeah, Hubs. Hubs is a nickname, I'm assuming. Or you're like Hub. I love lamp. So
anyway.
So yeah, basically Emery and I were hanging out. People would walk up and be all like starstruck, like, I know you guys.
That's not even true, honey. People are not starstruck by us.
Not me.
We're just regular
Emery.
Yes, Emery. That's true. Yeah, they were coming over there to tactical rifle.
And it was crazy because we were like across the event. So we got there yesterday morning because we drove up from Asheville. Well, we stayed in some tiny town in North Carolina somewhere in an Airbnb in the middle of the woods. So I like staying away from humans, and that's what we did. So we stayed away from humans.
I just don't like hotels.
Yeah, hotels are just, you know, it's crazy. The last time we stayed, when we took our trip out to, what was that show we did in Las Vegas?
P51. Might as well get it out of the way. FLN, question mark?
What about it?
Because, you know, we haven't shipped a
Do you want one?
He's probably asking where his FLN is.
It's got to be NIB, because I think we
mostly...
Well, we have some black ones left, but I did get confirmation that the black G10 is on the freaking way. That was Friday.
So hopefully we'll get them shipped next
week, should, right? Because, yeah, the nickel boron ones are done. We're mostly sharped with those, so we're sharpening through the whole batch. We're going to ship.
Good morning, Umberto. Good
morning, sir.
Di Velte.
Yeah.
And John White.
And you,
Chris
humans.
Cantu.
Excuse me.
All kind of awesome folk on here.
Yeah, all of the patrons. Patreon is here representing strong. Thanks, guys, and followers and subs.
So Stephen Clayton Jr. says he loves his sheaths, his leather sheaths.
Good. I was very impressed with Lewis's work. It's so much so that you guys bought most of the sheaths, all but like 4. So I had to order another round already. So
okay, it's David Ramsey's birthday today.
Oh, I see.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, David. Did we send him his stuff?
I don't know. So anyway, were we talking about our trip or were we talking about what you were doing this morning?
I have no idea. I'm just talking.
Oh, you said you were licking your wounds.
Yeah. Lots of driving. It's 5 hours, 5.5 hours. We did stop off. Well, we didn't really stop off. There's this small chain of restaurants called Payway. I think Jet Tila doesn't he own that? Isn't that his thing?
I don't know.
Anyway, it's like authentic Asian food that you can pick up to go, and it's really good. And we picked up that and ate it in the truck and then kept driving because we didn't want to sit in a restaurant.
You got to meet Joe Ted-Eye yesterday.
Oh, yeah. I met Joe Ted-Eye yesterday. Really, really nice dude. Like super nice.
Probably the nicest person.
And he and I guess, are friends-ish. We've talked on the phone many times and emailed a lot of correspondence. He was Marine and Army and Ground Branch. If you guys don't know what Ground Branch is, that's the most elite humans in the world. They're basically one of the CIA's deploying combat groups. So those dudes get to see some super secret stuff.
Oops, wrong person. I meant to do this one.
I don't know what's going on over there.
At this.
So, but anyway, I met Joe. You know, we were trying to get a blade built together, and then, you know, we had some personal things come up, and then the company just started growing, and we had to sideline the project. And then he actually,
hey, JJ,
is getting somebody else to make the blade. So that was really cool. Talk with Joe, chat about that.
There's a bunch of people there that I guess are like famous in certain cliques, but I don't know them.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people that are super famous in these certain cliques, and it's really interesting to me that they consider me the same. So, you know, it was weird. That's a very different experience for me. Like people that I recognize from TV and movies and survival shows and, you know, things like that. Like, oh man, so nice to meet you, and blah blah. That was kind of interesting.
Was Joe a part of Blackwater from Tim J.K.?
No, he was Ground Branch guy. He was Ground Branch. So, yeah, I don't think he did Blackwater. I'm pretty sure he was just Ground Branch. Not just Ground Branch. I mean, they're like the top tier on the planet. No kidding. Look into it if you don't know. That's the second.
Everybody say a prayer for Caleb. His mom just passed away.
Yeah, he's got a lot on his plate right now.
He really
having to, you know, had a lot of stuff.
He said all he's doing is surviving right now. So y'all pray for him and his family.
Unfortunately, I know how that is. So
I was out there doing my thing, dancing, listening to some Charles Stanley.
Yeah.
Charlie,
my
favorite.
He gone.
And the guy next door was like going crazy over this dog, and I don't know.
And it's not our normal neighbor. There's like a new human.
He was like screaming,
super angry. I mean, like I was still unloading like the cooler and stuff because we've got not a Yeti because they're expensive. Oh yeah, I was unloading stuff, and like I looked from around the truck, and I'm like, you know, he didn't give a crap that I was out there. He's just like, so I don't really know what happened. I mean,
I think he's house sitting.
Yeah, pretty sure. I don't recognize him. Well, I think I've seen him over there, like hanging out with our neighbors, but their cars are gone. This is a new car, and maybe he's having a rough morning. Maybe they didn't leave food for him to eat, and he was hungry. I'm not really sure. But it's funny. Camera wife and our daughter, everybody was like, "Did you hear them?" I'm like, yeah. And he gave zero craps that we were hearing because, yeah, he was pretty mad. I hate to tell on him. I don't know if our neighbors watch my stuff or not, but if they're watching it live, they know.
Your house sitter is angry at your dog.
Yeah, in case you were curious, he is verbally abusing
Watching from Israel, Mind Body Adam. Awesome.
Awesome, man. Hey, that's interesting. I was hanging out with Emery yesterday, talking a lot about Israel. So,
yep.
A lot.
There's a, I don't want to get all political too fast, but there's a narrative going around that I'm not too happy with. We've been getting a lot of flack.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Something as simple as having an Israeli flag on your pack.
Right, on my bag.
So many negative comments.
Yeah.
It's like, what in the
And like, look, people canceling orders, people canceling Patreon. I'm like, okay.
Okay, so timeline for pre-orders. A lot of people are asking about V3s.
Okay, so we did have a slowdown with the V3s, but we're on top of that. Most of the AEBL are sharpened. Actually, I was talking to Jesse, the guy who helps me do sharpening, when we were out of pocket Friday, and he had, I think, 4 left to sharpen on the AEBL V3s. The sheaths are done for those. We got the handle material, so those are going to start getting out. And then the 80 CRV V3s for both drops. So these are for both drops. We're obviously going to do the January drops first. Excuse me, this fuzzy water is really making me burp a lot.
Gross,
It's not gross. I'm just a human. I'm just a fat dude on a camera that drinks things that make me burp. You're gonna have to deal with it, guys. So suck it up, Buttercup. Yeah, so V3s are.
Raimundo Espinosa says best folder is a taco hashtag with laughing crying face.
And look, we eat authentic tacos. Oh, you know what that made me think of?
That taco place.
Yeah, Taco Yoli, right?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. See, this place that we go, it's funny because there are not a lot of white dudes that go up there and order literal like 40 freaking tacos. They make their tortillas there, which makes a huge difference. They always
I would argue that our new folder might be the best folder.
We don't have a new folder, do we? Exit stage right.
Hey, can you show those?
I don't know.
The new colors?
What did I do with them?
Piranhas, Casey. Most of those have shipped. We are out of a couple. Well, the piranhas from the January drop. A lot.
What did I do with those?
If it hasn't shipped yet, it's probably
back in
next week.
Let me look and see.
Unless we're out of the handle color.
Are they in my Georgia bushcraft bag? I took with me. That thing is heavy still.
So I titled this Blade Show Sneak Peek because I know you have a little
got a couple
of some of the stuff we're going to take to Blade Show.
Yeah.
Squirrel from Chip Johnson.
Right?
Yep, that's Tim.
That's me.
Side note, the sweatshirt is so comfortable. Awesome. Oh, speaking of shirts, we ordered 100% cotton shirts because the other ones are a mix and they can be hot in the summer. So
but we have the most comfortable in both flavors.
Hey, CW folder from Fish Ranch.
Yeah,
$10.
Where the F are they?
But what I was gonna say is I think that cotton, the color doesn't last as long when you wash it a bunch, and they shrink, but they're cooler in the summer. So you can specify the type of shirt you want.
I don't know if we should even do this, C-Dub.
We started talking about the tacos and didn't finish talking about the V3.
I thought we did. You get distracted by food just like I do. So the tacos are awesome. End of discussion. That's it, right? Folders. No, the V3 AEBLs, we got all of them sharpened last week. We're going to start shipping those out first of this coming week, so tomorrow. The 80 CRV are almost done at Nickel Boron, and we'll be in and we'll start sharpening and shipping. These are both sets of orders. We're going to ship January orders first and then April. I kind of gaffed up and may have released some blades in consecutive quarter drops, which is causing some heartburn because people that didn't get them from January are like, why the H are you reselling them now? I didn't have mine yet. So you're stupid. I admit that I'm stupid. So that's what's up with those. They're going to like, January's going to ship, and then, whatever's left.
I haven't seen Hunter this morning. Is Hunter on? Hunter didn't wake up.
Has he been hunted?
Well, I know he has to set an alarm.
Hunted and captured. Maybe he forgot to set his alarm.
Yeah, maybe.
But nobody wants to see the folder, so I'm just going to set those over there. We would much rather talk about V3s and tacos.
Oh no, Hunter's sick.
Oh,
Oh, I was texting him yesterday.
what is he sick of?
Hey, James Gregory. Hunter got food poisoning. Oh no.
Oh, that's a sad state of things, man. I'll assume from eating out.
Oh, Raimundo says, if I could send a pic, I'd send you a pic of my barbacoa taco. I mean,
I freaking love barbacoa, and that's one thing that I can't find. I don't think it's popular here. There was a place that opened up kind of on the outskirts of Chattanooga, so between here and Chattanooga, which is only 15 miles, but I saw it that it was going to be authentic barbacoa, and it opened for like a month, and we never got a chance to go, and it was gone. Which sucks.
You tease the folders and people want to see those.
I thought we wanted to talk about V3s and tacos. I was completely confused.
Have you ever shown the combatant sheets from Umberto? The new ones?
No, and they're at the shop.
Yeah, we did just get those. Crap, we should have brought them.
Yeah, you know. Listen, guys.
We'll try to show them next week.
You're not going to like this. That's all I'm saying. Black titanium is not a blade that anybody would want. And coyote tan and a high-grade stainless steel with all black hardware and a button recessed and a lifetime warranty. Nobody really wants anything like this. So you see that little cutout right there?
Yeah, we're just going to keep them for ourselves.
Yeah, we're going to keep them. See that cutout? That allows you to take the clip and put it on the other side. So all the stuff that I wanted to fix, where we needed to make this screw longer to get more bite. So now we got the lashing style screw there. Look, you can see my stupid face through there. Woo. Anyway, pretty much roller bearing, black titanium coated. Did you hear that?
People love it.
People hate it. They don't want them. I don't even want these things. Holy crap. So that's coyote. And
you have a blade that you could compare size to with that?
We can put a Medford up next to it. Look at that.
Oh.
Look at the blackout. Woo! Man. So well, I've learned a lot about a folder. Here's the thing. As good as these are, I'm pretty sure they're all just going to, CW's folders are probably all going to get purchased on Patreon. We have more patrons than we are making of these knives. So that's going to be really competitive. I'm just like, look. Can you hear the ting? I don't know. Wait. No, you can't. It's probably not. But it goes ting. It is. Wow. See the button, how it sticks up? Can you see it? When it's,
are we going to have any for sale at Blade Show?
I don't know. That's what, 3 weeks away? I don't have my display made. So you see how the button sticks up? Before it was really high, but now it's more flush with the grip. And then when it's closed, it's completely flush. So
people love them.
Guys, I mean, they're butter smooth. And watch this. They don't make sense. Like, I about cut the piss out of myself. That's it. Show's over.
Are those G10 handles?
Yeah, G10. Of course. That's all I use is G10.
I think that's the only colors we're going to have, right?
We can expand into colors. I decided to do two that I thought would look freaking awesome. The black titanium is new. I need to test durability on it. I mean, if the black titanium works, we have a viable vendor for that. But typically that black TIN is tough, titanium nitride. It cannot last as long. It's certainly not going to be as durable as a nickel boron. It's not going to be as slick and smooth, but it is matte black. So if these are well received,
Michael Cates, I'll test that black titanium for you.
Yeah, I think I'm super jazzed about it. Am I doing like Anchorman?
Any color Kydex sheets in the works?
We have the ability, right? We have the colors, we have the ability. You'll see every once in a while we'll do some wild stuff when there's stuff left over. But the problem is that because we're on this pre-order style of selling, it would increase our SKU counts exponentially and our turnaround times if like you can pick sheath color and rivet color. Good morning, sir. Good to see you again. You know what I'm saying? So it's easier for me to make a batch and make all the sheaths, and then I know how many grips to make, and we just make a S ton of grips, and then what's left after the pre-orders, we put those in stock so you can order extra grips. But if I break off and go, all right, maybe people are going to order 25 OD green with orange rivets, and then I make them, that's taking time away from making the black on black stuff. I would like to get to a point as a company.
Oh, this old sword says good morning, Tim.
Morning, David. Can we call you that? We just had this thing. Let's all give Dave a round of applause. He has recently decided that he's going to live life as a pirate. Yay, Dave. What a smart ass. He's probably flipping me off from behind the camera. Look. Josh Lindsay's texting me. He's already trying to buy all the folders. He wants all 500 of them. Not kidding. He said that.
Hey, Andre,
he didn't say anything like that.
We did mention it earlier.
What?
They're the nickel boron.
Yeah, they're almost done sharpening, but they're done heat treat. They're done nickel boron. Sheaths are done. Grips are here. Sharpening.
And people are asking what the steel is on those blades.
Ooh, that's a super duper secret. It's a super steel-ish. We're going to see. Right now, those protos are in VG10. If you guys aren't familiar with that, that is a Japanese steel synonymous to like a 3V, kind of in that range of a 3V or an S35V is kind of the Japanese equivalent. We were able to source some very, very high quality steel, and our heat treater can handle that steel. So price point wise, we're hoping that this steel survives. Any testing? Who was it that said they test the other? Everybody on the thing? VG10 right now.
Jay Hardesty says VG10, definitely not a super steel.
Oh, well, I think it's super. I think you're less than super now.
Don't be mean, honey. He supports us. He's saying it's not a super steel.
I can't play around. I think it's pretty super. Have you tested it compared to other steels? No, you haven't. I think. She knows I'm kidding. Don't let her.
This old sword says, always praise to you and your shop, Tim. Yep, I'm now part of the newly retired team. That means more time to review your blades.
Yeah, man, we need to get you some.
And Jay Hardesty says he likes it.
Yeah, I don't honestly know what makes a super steel other than marketing. Jay, don't let me play rough with you. Don't listen to CW. Pretty much. No, I mean, obviously the steel mill's like, this is a super steel. This is just as good. So try it.
Maybe they had you need coffee. You seem pretty chipper to me.
Oh no, it's because I yelled at Hardesty.
Oh, that's what it is.
Get off of the folders, orange cat. You see it?
Yeah.
That cat is trying to find its way to you, C-Dub.
Well, it's gonna knock.
It's going to look. It's gonna knock the camera. Everything's gonna crash to the floor. It's gonna. I was talking to Miss Told about some designs for stickers and shirts and stuff that they're working on Discord, and he said they were trying to get a picture of me doing the rear naked choke on Shop Cat, which would have been awesome. However,
pick it up and pose. We could take a screenshot.
Yeah. However, I think PETA would. If YouTube shut us down for me talking to a 16-year-old kid showing me his Nesmook. If you guys aren't familiar, a Nesmook is like an old school style, like 1800s skinning knife. And that's what this kid had.
He had like a small
and a teeny tiny little folder. And we're going to get into another super cool teeny tiny folder that I'm jealous of that CW got as a gift this week.
Yeah.
And we'll just say Ben. Ben sent us a care package and he went over the top. I don't know if he's on, but we're going to go through the stuff that Ben sent. I was really happy that somebody sent CW some stuff because I always feel bad. Like, you know. That's my woman. I like giving her stuff. So I just give her all my stuff. So if you guys don't like VG10, let me know. I haven't tested it enough.
People said it's a decent steel.
Decent. So in relation to AEBL, most of you guys, it's funny that the knife consumer community weighs in a lot more on steel than guys like me that have heat treated 50 to 100,000 blades in my lifetime.
Well, that's because they're the user.
Right. So the users, and I often wonder how much of that is experience because I know what I can do heat treat and I know what I get on my end when I beat the hell out of a blade that says it's this and it says it's this and it's marketing a lot of times. And price point wise, what they charge
Michael
for
skates. I
some
have
of
a
the
few
stuff.
Spydercos with VG10.
That's what made me go,
No
okay.
real complaints. It's easy to sharpen.
Yeah, I've got a couple of VG10 Spydercos. I used to be a huge Spyderco fan back in the day, but now I started making my own stuff, so I don't really branch out as much.
Yes, Ryan Henley. That is correct.
Comparative to AEBL.
Bit chippy steel on wood sometimes from Umberto.
Yeah.
Who's chopping wood with that folder?
I mean, it could do it. It's a mini mercenary. You know what I'm saying? So size-wise.
Yeah, it's crazy that we got a strike. I mean, we got a strike.
Yeah, not a warning, a freaking... So look, it's bigger than the Accomplice. It's about the size of a Bushman, to be honest.
Hey, honey, piranhas that from January drop, do we need to have people reach out if they hadn't got them yet, or we're still currently going through the list?
I think black. We were waiting on black and...
This person said they
and Gray Man.
Maybe if you haven't gotten...
If
you just want us to check.
Don't hesitate to reach out, because sometimes stuff gets filed in the wrong box. Like we found one this morning that's it was a Piranha and a CG, and both in AEBL, and those should have left. And this was Patreon, so it was like from the December 30 drop, so 2 days before.
Oh, we're out of OD, Ryan.
But it's on the way.
Sure.
On the way. OD, I got confirmation.
If you want a different color, we can just...
Yeah, I can do that tomorrow if you want a different color. Okay, what happened? If a lens got slowed way down, Piranhas, they're about on schedule. We're still going to be inside the 6 months. And those use the same grips, the FLNs and the Piranhas, and they all came in like, whoo, at one time. So our G10 stock just went super fast, like dropped down crazy fast. Does anybody want to see the comparison of the blade from Mercenary? So this folder is called the M2 because it is a mini. I'll try to get them lined up. Mini Mercenary blade. So it's 2 inches shorter, but look.
Can you update about combatants? I know that people asked about that. Raiders.
I think the Raiders.
March piranhas wouldn't have shipped yet. January piranhas are what we're shipping right now.
Yeah. So, well, we screwed up and started shipping some of the March piranhas.
Don't say that. Then the January people are going to get mad.
Well, I told them to stop. Stop shipping these.
What about the strikers?
They're almost done on the Machina. So what is in process? You know what we need to do on the new website that's never coming? We need to do like...
Raiders haven't shipped yet, Mark. Those are going to be closer to the 6 month line.
Yep, they're going to be right on that 6 month line. Raiders and Strikers. They're going to be right on that.
Night guards? What about night guards?
They're nickel boron. We got 800 blades at nickel boron, so we need to give them a little bit of time to process those. They got 800 blades last Monday at nickel boron, which is a bunch, because either mail issues or other issues slowed every freaking thing down. And then it all like came in at the same time.
Hey, Ben. Ben's on.
Ben, did you miss it? Okay, so we could probably talk about
Ben's Do you know what the price is going to be on the new folders?
No.
Justin.
No.
Send us an email. I was saying earlier that if you had a January piranha and you haven't gotten it yet, just reach out.
Something's got to be anomalous, because we shipped hundreds of those in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it could be a grip color and we could change it. Let's see. CW, did any Israel haters cancel their combatant order? If so, I'll take it.
No, what did he have?
No, I don't know what he had. But it was pretty much instantaneous after he asked us about why we had that thing.
Yeah. There's other people.
Progress bar on site would be amazing.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. I was in the middle of saying. I think so. I was actually talking to my web dev. Ooh, fancy web developer. About we need a calendar of what's dropping next and where everything is in the process. That way, You know, because half of the lives, well, we could do the live in about 4.5 minutes if it weren't for people curious about where stuff is in the process. Not that I mind answering. Full disclosure here, we have no secrets, no skeletons.
Hello, Jim Boyer. Would a post on Patreon with the typical timeline for each step in the process be helpful?
No.
Are new piranha sheaths available for purchase?
No, we're going to ship all of the new piranhas first.
And then we will...
Then we will put them out. I have one.
Oh, you found them?
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me. I was looking everywhere for those this
Well, look, here. When I get done with my day, like I wear cargo shorts every day, I'm like, throw all my stuff on my desk upstairs. And then C-Dub comes in and is like, what is all this crap? Put your crap away. So she just like puts it all in a box and says, put your stuff up and quit being 4. And then I put stuff places. So this is pre-buffed. I wish this thing would be kind and focused. There it is. So this is the new one, all black. I just buff these down once we get them.
Good idea. I am Will.
And then look. So this is the old one. There's more retention in the new one.
And that's pre-buff, so you won't have those.
So it'll be slimmer line. You won't have these little sticky uppy things. That's a real term.
In the background with what's shipping so people don't clog up the chat. That's not a bad idea. We'll just, like, make it and then hold it up and refuse it.
like the birthday cam they used to have at the Brave Stadium when you were younger. It's my birthday. Put me on camera. I'll just hold it up. Hey, when's the shipping? That reminds me, we were at MCT, which is Marine Combat Training. And we had one of our instructors. He was our, well, if any of you guys that are Marines, if you've been to MCT, you'll understand the dudes at MCT and BWT, Basic Warrior Training, are a little bit off. So we had one of our instructors, he cut up a MRE box and he wrote on one side, hey, you come here. So he'd hold it up and then you'd have to, obviously you got to get up and run over there because if not, you'll get beat to death. And then you get about 2 steps away, he'd turn it around and go away. It was pretty funny. And he always screwed with the same people. Fortunately, I wasn't one of them. But he did freaking do a flying knee to my back when we were doing the up, they see me, I'm down drills. So I'm running and we're, I'm up, you know, you're running and then they see me, you jump down and get down in front. So one of the other instructors said I flagged the line. Well, actually said the dude next to me flagged the line. So he goes running up there with his crazy ass self, literally knees me in the back and gets down and starts kneeing me inside. But I had my flak jacket on, so I didn't really feel it. But he was psycho. And then I hear from across the freaking firing line, the other instructor's like, the other guy. I'm like, thanks for beating the shit out of me over absolutely nothing, you jackass.
Did he apologize?
Hell no, he didn't apologize. He didn't even care.
No apologies in the Corps. Right?
This dude was insane, though. He had a K-bar. I've never seen one like it since. The blade was this long.
Ryan, that's funny.
And it was wide.
Hey, we'll get you a new one, Ryan.
And he, like, if you had like a, on the bottom of our cami trousers, there's like these tie things that we don't use because we use boot bands. I don't know if they still use them. But if those were hanging out, or you had an Irish pennant, or you didn't have your straps on your pack secure, he would just come up and like cut them off with this thing. Or he was insane. He
Tim,
would stab you.
What's the funniest DI punishment you've ever seen? Is that what that's called, DI?
I mean, when I was getting trashed, I never found it humorous. The funniest moment we had, and I don't know why it was so funny, it was post-Crucible, and we were sitting around. If you guys have been in the Marine Corps, so we're 1st Battalion Bravo Company, so we're right by the parade deck. 1088 was my platoon, so we're first floor right there, like on the bottom. And our heavy, he took his campaign cover off, which is like, it never happens until after you've graduated the Crucible. So you go through the Crucible and there's just a few days before you graduate boot camp and you're done. And they're talking to you more like a man. So this one guy that had gotten recycled from another platoon, he was in PCP from his original platoon. PCP is a physical conditioning platoon. So what he either had maybe he couldn't do pull-ups, or maybe he hurt his ankle, or maybe he couldn't meet weight requirements or something like that. They give you an opportunity to go to PCP, and then they'll join back up with another platoon. So he came to our platoon, I don't know, halfway through. So that's a tough adjustment period anyway. And he was running to make a head call, and he freaking tripped and fell like flat ass on his face. And the hardest drill instructor that we had, like the rudest freaking dude, he started cracking up laughing, and somebody else goes, idiot. And you couldn't do that shit before. Like, you can't, you guys know, you don't know. We're not all Marines here. You're not human. You don't speak out of turn. You don't laugh out of turn. You got to maintain your bearing. It's all just like business. You address people in a certain way. So he was cracking up and trying not to, and he turned his head down and he was biting his tongue to keep from laughing. And I don't know why. The entire platoon found that shit hilarious, and we all just fell out laughing. But
PCP, pork chop platoon.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say that because I know a couple guys that were in PCP, but yeah, that's the Marine Corps moniker, pork chop platoon. No, I was not. Just because I'm fat now does not mean I was then.
You're skinny.
Freaking circus animals. I look like some sub-Saharan African white dude when I got out of boot camp. My head looked like it was this big because my body was like that. I had pneumonia. And we got pneumonia because we evacuated Parris Island because a hurricane hit. This was 99. Hurricane, I forget his name. But they were trying to keep it all super secret. And my dad had sent me, like, my dad wrote me letters every single day. My dad was my best friend. So
I'm doing a giveaway while you chat.
That's cool. So he sent a picture of this hurricane. Like, it looks like it's coming to you guys. And my senior drill instructor calls me up to the drill instructor hut, and he's like, we intercepted this letter. I just want you to know your dad's seeing a letter. And he's cool about it. He's like, but it has information that we are keeping to ourselves. We'll show it to you after. So he was basically trying to warn me you're going to die in a hurricane. And then I got the letters later. Pertinent to this conversation? Nope.
So I'm going to give y'all, can we do a new t-shirt? The new black ones, or are they not here yet?
I have a few. I don't know what sizes. The sample sizes.
We got some 20-ounce tumblers in from Lee. So I'm going to throw a tumbler in there.
I got
shirt and
some 2X out here.
And
some mediums.
Some other stuff.
You hearing me, C-Dub?
Just throw a bunch of stuff in there.
Mediums, 2Xs.
Oh, we do have 2Xs?
One.
I'm supposed to send that to Ronnie.
Well, give it to him. So
okay,
don't give that away.
We had those.
Mediums, 2Xs, a large.
So those black on black shirts are
and extra large
cotton, but they sure do look cool.
They are 100%,
like
and they're awesome.
It's cooler for the summer.
Man, I thought it was such an original idea. The black on black t-shirts. They look shiny here, but they dull down a little bit. But that's like black. It's charcoal. They're freaking rad. So look. Same shirt. That's what I'm wearing today. But C-Dub had hers on yesterday when we were at Mountain Readiness. And I was like, man, these are super cool. And Emery goes, yeah, these are like the Tactical Rifleman Night Vision shirts. I'm like, what? You guys did black on black? He's like, yeah. I was like, when?
Came up with it.
Yeah, I thought it was like my cool freaking idea. So I got sad. I was real sad. But it was cool from like way across the event. You see this like 6.5 foot tall dude standing over by Carl's Jeep. They were doing a recovery class on.
Hey, somebody just put a space. Scott, y'all make sure there's no space between your hashtag and your word because it won't count it.
It won't pick it up. That little comment picker is really freaking detailed. Miss Told needs a black on black shirt.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. He said it straight to my wrist. This is the problem.
Black on black, a fat guy's little secret.
Yeah, man, that's how you look scrawny. Black.
I really like the green ones. They're thinner, I think.
They are, and they look good. I think I've got one in my bag. I just don't wear them because...
Oh, we need to get one of those to Brandon Maples.
Which one, green or black?
The green. I think he asked about that.
Yeah, so here's the green. We brought them back. We resurrected the...
It's wrinkled.
It's because it came out of my bag, and I don't really give a crap when I travel. I just throw stuff in a bag. And then you got to be an American. America. But anyway, very, very comfortable.
Yeah, it's so much cooler.
Did I miss any questions or dodge anything?
I a lot of people were asking about the agents, but I think they were asking when they could buy them. But it'd be cool to show those because I don't think everybody saw it on Rumble.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're just kind of redo the Rumble stuff.
And those are also going to be at Blade Show, which is how I titled this video.
I'm not even sure. I know for sure Agent 1, which is the bottom. Look at this thing. There's a lot of buzz in the industry about this.
We'll let y'all pick whoever won. We'll let you pick
Double
the
edge.
green or the black.
And then here's the 002 Warncliffe. So
you need to show those one at a time. They're so good.
This is honestly, guys.
Bye, Fish Ranch. Have a good time.
This thing is so good. I mean, it's so incredibly comfortable. Nickel boron. These are nickel boron. These, the Warncliffe. And look, so some of these, the next 3 that are coming are going to be 3 inches or under blade length so that we can keep them compliant and single edge. And I was actually building out the website for the Agent 1 to be able to select.
Not Frank Castle is on. He said he likes 02. And a lot of people like the
Yeah, a lot of people like 02. This was the one that received the second most votes for which one we should do next.
You know what's so weird to me?
What?
I have started liking 1 better than 2.
I knew that 1.
I don't know why, but like I love Warncliffe.
Everybody has that same reaction when they see it in person. And we're going to be able to get it where you can do single edge so that it'll be compliant for you people that live in communist
I don't
states.
think y'all understand how comfortable these things
No.
are.
No,
Like,
it really is.
That's one thing I've noticed. Like when I hold other people's knives, and I mean the work is good. I'm not dogging their
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm used to how yours are so. When you move your hand around in any position, they're so comfortable.
Yeah, and people ask a lot. I keep scratching my face because something on my face is needing scratched. My stuff is different because I didn't learn how everybody else was doing it. So to me, the way a blade moves and functions is what's important. So like, how much does it weigh? How long is it? What's this? What's that? And I'm like, I don't know. It's balanced and it's comfortable. That's it. So actually, we started measuring and putting what stuff weighs because to me,
You were all annoyed by
I was super annoyed by that. Like, why do you want to know the ounces of a blade? Like,
some people want to know for like
all
kinds of reasons.
Look, that's why my blades are different, and I guess that's
Will
a bad.
says I want 01 and 02 in op size. Are we going to do that?
Oh, like a bigger blade, an operator series? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I don't know about 01 and the operator. That would be a really strange looking, like 4-inch blade on an ops. Is that kid playing up there, or is she like getting murdered?
King of Knives said those are so good looking.
They feel so good, man. Yeah, somebody was like,
didn't enter this.
somebody's rude about this one time, like a couple years ago. How do you call yourself a knife maker if you don't even put the how much the knife weighs? I'm like, how do you call yourself a warrior if you're worried about a half an ounce? D-bag.
I mean, you about to stab yourself being stupid.
Jesus did that to me. But we can show them again if somebody else wants to see it. No, I mean, some of these ultralight backpackers, they're very concerned about how much a knife weighs on their pack.
Ricky says overall length is important to know. If it's too long for method of carrier blade length for state restrictions.
State restrictions, I get it. But, you know, we didn't get a choice in the Marine Corps. Wear this pack. It weighs this much. But they didn't tell us, like, here, just wear it, Nancy. Put the thing on. This is what they give you. Use it. So this is a couple years ago. I have softened to people needing to know. I understand blade lengths.
Your friend Darren Becker won the merch pack.
Darren! Congratulations. You won it. I need to go to his. No, I don't. I don't need to go.
I would totally just break that law because I'm like, why can't I just carry my knife? Like,
yeah, I mean,
I would not be able to abide by that if I lived in a state like that.
I had my. Oh yeah, she's not typically a rule follower. She
make me want to rebel.
Mm-hmm. But I had to wear my shirt tucked in because you can't have a concealed carry fixed blade knife in North Carolina. So I had my shirt in, which is weird. And I'm wearing it today because I guess I'm used to it for my little weekend trip. I'm dying as we
Oh,
speak.
you actually did that when we were in North Carolina? You didn't conceal your blade?
When we were at the event, because there were cops there.
You're such a good little rule follower.
I am a good rule follower. I do follow rules. I just don't follow the rules of discourse. When people are dumb, I tell them they're dumb. It's like this super modern thing. Everyone's like, you are your greatest version of yourself, and everybody's happy, and nothing is bad. And I'm like, you're wrong, you're dumb, you're bad. That's just, people need to be told when they're stupid. I get told when I'm stupid all the time, and guess what I do?
CW rebel, yep.
She is. She's a rebel, and then I'm kind of in your face. I'm respectful, though. I mean,
oh no, Roberto. He said, I've been watching for the last 500 years and haven't won anything. Guess what? You just won a t-shirt.
She just gave you a t-shirt. That's what happened. That's what happened. Not everybody else was like, me either. You're gonna give away 6,000 t-shirts today. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Sorry, let me move this.
Pretty fly for a knife guy. I've smoked weed in front of the police station. Rules are suggestions a lot of the time.
Yeah,
that's pretty bold.
I tell people that a lot. Like, I've smoked weed twice ever in my life, and I'm not gonna do it again because I didn't like it.
Me and Tim hate that stuff.
I'm
paranoid.
Oh man, I thought I was going to jail just for.
You know what I did when I tried that?
What?
I was like thinking about my mom and feeling all guilty, like I love my mom.
I'm sitting in the back seat of my buddy's car, and I'm like, they're coming, man. We're going too fast.
What's weird about that is why is certain people's body chemistry,
and why we both were the same at that age.
Yeah, like, but some people love it. I mean, potheads, people love it.
Well, it's like some people can drink and some people can't. Like, I can drink like a fish, and I don't get drunk. But when I used to, man, I'm like, I was yelling at him.
I'm not condoning that. Joey could be on. I'm not saying.
No. I was an idiot. I'm
talking about before.
Yeah, when I was
a time ago, when we were like teenagers.
Kid, like Joey's age. No, older than Joey.
Older, yeah, we were
teenagers,
20 or something.
Yeah, like,
hey, Hunter's on.
Hunter
Are you feeling any better?
He's back from the dead. He's here. He is risen. He probably sensed a troll, and he had to wake up. Like,
yeah, I didn't know you were sick, Hunter, and I was like, I haven't seen Hunter.
Somebody needs booted. But yeah, so that is suggestive, like you said. I can't officially say if you have a concealed carry blade that's 1/4 of an inch over the legal limits. It depends on the cop or the situation. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of this legislation happens because of a lot of pressure, or somebody did something really horrible with a blade, and they determined that it was less horrible if it's 1/4 inch different or whatever. And you know, the reason that these laws are for non-compliant for concealed carry of a fixed blade are because that rule of deployment and on a person with a blade is just as fast as a draw and shoot. That's why they enacted those laws.
You got to show the folders again because Hunter missed them.
Oh.
And I know he'll love that coyote.
Hunter is a coyote. He's a female coyote.
Now they're going to start saying that on Discord.
Better than calling them a
And
chick.
why do y'all call each other the Discord degenerates? What's that about?
Because they are all degenerates. Have you looked at their rule breakers? They're like, they have this.
Whoever mentioned the calendar earlier, let's do Discord. All of the people on Discord, they get a month. Well, the top 12 leaders over there.
Look. Black on black, all black titanium, black hardware, got the buttons fixed. We just can do some durability testing. With the super steel.
Mancho 5000, what blade did you order in January? We've shipped lots of the January drops.
Yeah, so the combatants are going to be in the next couple of weeks, as well as the V3s simultaneously. We're cleaning up some of the piranhas if they were a certain handle color that we ran out of. The combatants, I said that. Strikers and Raiders are going to be last at the same time. They're going to be right up against that 6-month time frame, which will put us around June, July. So, you know, I know June is the 6th month, but we got the whole month, right? We got the whole month. Yeah.
People are asking, when are we going to put those new t-shirts on the website?
As soon as I get the actual order. I talked to my t-shirt guy Thursday and said, hey, people love them.
V3 is what Moncho 5000.
Yeah, that's what it is. So hopefully you got an AEBL because those are going to be coming next week. We sharpened them. So we sharpened all but 10, and I said hold 10 back for people that ordered trainers, and then we're going to start shipping the rest tomorrow.
And Night Guard?
Night guides are night guides. Night guards are at nickel boron.
No, the night guides are at nickel boron.
The night guides too. They have like really, really dilated pupils. I don't know if you've met them. They only guide people around in the night. They got tiny little pupils. They're kind of like a golem. They're just, we don't let them come out much. We keep them at nickel boron because they're little, you know. A golem. Sorry, it's the stupidity that happens around here.
And you missed the agents, I think, or were you on here?
He was probably on Rumble. He probably
just curious. Why not nickel boron on the folders?
Well, here's the problem. Because we have to fit each blade individually, and the nickel boron was making them super slick after we fit everything.
Thank you, AJ.
So that's why the nickel boron was changing how they fit, but we're trying to work through that because they were like they'd fly open, so we're having to adjust and file down where that lock hits completely differently than the rest. So when we were trying to get everything squared away, we decided to just do the first ones in black, see how they were received, because that's a new coating and it'll make it exciting for the launch. But nickel boron, if they're popular, we'll see if people can deal with the VG10, and we'll roll into 80 CRV and AEBL.
I didn't see anybody that wanted 80. Everybody said AEBL.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm seeing the industry, and it's probably just a lot of people saying stuff they don't know what they're talking about steel online, dogging on 80 CRV. 80 CRV is one of the best steels out there, period. End of story.
How about a pocket t-shirt?
It's super great. What is a pocket t-shirt?
You know, a t-shirt with a pocket. Why don't we make some?
Then we could have some pocket protectors, and you can put your TKL pin in there. Best pins. Best pins. Best pins. I ordered these for me because I lose pins like crazy. But look, black with the... But this is why I like them. This little thing, because when I'm trying to navigate and type things and text and email, driving down the road, which you shouldn't do, it's much easier to touch it with this. And it's super fine point, because I write tiny. Anyway, pins. Lee does these, so make him sell you some, because I had to trade my whole life away for stuff that I have yet to send him in trade. But I did mention it. Hey, we need to send Mistold his stuff, because he sent us our stuff, and he does write in gibberish.
So what else are you showing at Blade Show, since I titled this video Blade Show Sneak Peek? Oh, yeah. I remember this now. That's good.
Okay. When we're almost done shipping FLN.
Tyrannies are going out soon, right?
Yeah.
Aren't they being sharpened?
Yeah, they're being sharpened. Oh, I forgot to mention this. I wish you would focus on this and not my chin meat.
It always does that because it's dark.
Oh. FLN 2.0. So let's look at the differences. And this blade was inspired by Raymond Johnson, because he had me make him one, like with these skulls, the skull camo and the Hades grip. Man, so made one for me. I liked his choices. So see how much higher the grind is? So the grind on this one stops right about there. To the top of it. I'm trying to get the angle right. Okay. This one is twice as high. So instead of a 5-degree angle that's really designed to open you, or a pig, excuse me. I'm trying to get the angle where you can see it. So the grind is twice as high, so much more slicey. I took away, so these little scallops were put in the back of this one. I hate this thing. Why does it focus on my mouth that's furthest away? This is not black. So I took away the scallops, because those we try to do for retention, because I had trouble getting these stupid things to stay in the sheath. So they got the extra long swedge.
Stephen Clayton says FLN 2.0 with those like googly eyes.
Yeah, so it's a slicer. Much higher grind.
When are the Nighthawks and Night Stalkers shipping?
They have been.
Maybe he ordered. Did you order on the April drop, William Gardner? We shipped a bunch of the ones from most of the ones from January.
Yeah, there should be. We were only lacking. We were on a black. Is that what we were on? We were on a black. I think.
Umberto said he'd love the folder in 80 CRV2.
Yeah, I mean, I love 80 CRV2. It's an incredible steel. But I don't know. Maybe folder people don't take care of their stuff. They don't want to open it. I don't know. You folder people tell me. So there's the 2.0. It's going to be an AEBL only because the industry is trending away from the high carbon steels and into.
They want you to make a Viking axe.
Yeah, I actually was talking to a dude about that this week.
You were?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me about this.
Oh, sorry.
Who were you talking
it's
to about
this? It's a super secret. Gahagan.
Oh.
Sorry,
about making a Viking axe?
Well, an axe. You know, I mean, their name is Valhalla, so maybe it would be a good collaboration between them.
Yeah, it would. Oh, you're thinking about doing a collab with him on that?
No, I'm just about having them help me make it because they're a badass machine shop.
FLN2 equals Neve's cry knife, LOL, from Ryan Henley. Actually, that's more of what he wanted, I think.
Yeah, this is more of what he wanted and less of me going, hey man, if you have a steep grind and a steep sharpening angle, that thing's going to pop your pigs open a lot. Pork, you know, better than.
I can't be trusted with the FLN. Cut my damn finger off trying to flip it. Uh-oh.
Let me guess.
Hunter wants you to make a copper Damascus blade like that one that would.
Man, I
think somebody on here bought that knife.
Somebody on here did buy that.
We were looking at it.
And look,
and it was sold. It wasn't sold, and then we talked about it on here, and then it was sold out.
Yeah, the dude from Forged AF was like, "Thank you so much." It was exactly when you were talking about it on your live broadcast, you know. And I stopped at, give me the last name of the person because he would have given it to me. Actually, probably wouldn't have because he's a Marine also, and he probably would have maintained customer integrity. However, yeah. But hey,
was that a billet from?
Baker.
Dave Baker?
Not Dave Baker. I thought that was the same company, but Baker Forge is a completely different place.
Oh.
I didn't know that. I looked it up because I was very much in love with that blade. Aesthetically. I don't know how it handled physically. I just, it was beautiful, man. The guy does really, really good work. So,
hey, Charles, you'd still be getting the version 1. The 2.0 is not.
This is just in a.
This is just like a
resin model, so just to kind of see if everything fits and feels good. And part of the reason, so this little eyeball was originally drawn into it. Man, I hate that it doesn't. So I know it looks like an eyeball. That's so we can get the retention that we needed.
Brandon,
and a higher grind.
Brandon, what do you think? What do you think he's carrying? It looks like his same Raider that he always carries. He asked what blade you were carrying today.
Of course, my Raider with, oh man, freaking Don Mitchum.
Kitchen knife update from Adam Keevy.
So, my friend water jet the stupid things out in the 165 steel. So we asked a local machine shop to service grind them because they have a magnet plate and we don't. So it'll suck the thing down. So we're grinding it down to the proper thickness. Then I'm going to hand grind those in. I'd like to hand grind those in this week. It just depends on if John, who's our engineer, John is the dude who does this stuff, takes my designs from paper and from steel and turns them into these incredibly detailed plastic blades so that we can get a good feel, you know, things like where we opened this up to keep you from cutting your finger off, but it seems like somebody else already figured out how to.
Hey, Raimundo, we do have hats. We don't have black camo. That's actually a cool idea.
I can't find multicam black. I love that color.
But we do have regular. Send us an email.
The new black ones will have the OD green stitching on them, so they'll look more multicam blackish, but I don't have any. They're at my t-shirt guy that's 5 miles up the road. He also does embroidery, so we got 200 of those. Technically, we could sell you a black one.
So did you finish talking about the kitchen knife?
Probably not. Because I'm a ADHD
I'm the one that gets you off topic because I say everybody's.
But you need to, and people love. This is how you and I talk anyway. You talk, I stop. That's just because I respect you.
Yes, Valhalla Viking X with a beard.
Yeah, that'd be
What
cool.
does it mean with a beard?
A beard is a shape of an axe blade.
Oh.
It's got a longer taper to it.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I just got a text message from him. That's funny. I was gonna say, I got a hatchet this week from Raymond.
Oh, yeah, show your stuff you got, and I'll do a giveaway while you chat about it.
But what did I do with that hatchet?
You didn't bring it?
Where did I put it?
This is like the story of our.
I'm so busy, guys. Like I lose stuff. Yes, though, Raymond, I did get it.
Thank you, Rocky Mountain Outdoorsman.
Is it out here? Bye.
Are you still doing the original Tonto release? You know, we showed that on Patreon where you did the
yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah, I think we should. We've got them.
We said we were going to.
Patchy handle update. We have them for the Night Stalkers, and we will have them for blades down the road, but it's not on the website yet. If you want it, just send us a message.
What color? Oh, here it is.
Chris McDurphy says the ring on my FLN is smaller than the ring on my Nighthawk. Is that the case, honey? Is that how it's supposed to be?
No.
That shouldn't be the case. Maybe that was an anomaly.
It'd have to be because...
Yeah, reach out if it's...
Yeah, dimensionally... I mean, it's thinner, but the internal and external dimensions should be the same. Yeah, that's... I'm not going to say you're wrong, but you're the first person to be wrong about that.
And Hunter says his is too.
No.
He said it is.
Hunter's sick. He can't even see straight. He's like feverish and throwing up. He probably got throw up in his eyes. That's probably what his problem is. No, I mean, I don't know. That would be weird.
It's not supposed to be.
No, it's not. That's great. Let's have 800 refunds. Yeah, so Raymond sent me this.
Justin and Lee both said mine too.
You guys are all drunk. There's all the degenerates being degenerates. So this is the Montana hatchet. Yeah, so there it is. I traded for this. So I can learn about all these makers that people say is our competition. Well, there it is.
I don't think they're a competition. They're like a totally different genre.
Yeah, I think they make their stuff totally different. So I'm not really worried.
But that was from Raymond Johnson, right?
Correct.
We did some trades with him.
Yep. And then
a bunch of stuff. He sent like a lot more stuff than
you'd be happy to know. I don't know if he saw this on last week or not. Was that last week? Anyway, this is my daily now. So he also sent me this Leatherman. And this is the Charge. I was carrying the Surge, which is like a boat anchor. It's huge. But at the time when I got the Surge, it was their first one that had this little bit holder. So I have all the bits from my Surge that I carry daily with me. So you can swap these out.
We're doing a giveaway. I don't know what we're giving away yet.
What are you giving away?
I don't know.
So let me go back and talk about these. Hopefully he's on. I don't know. You can tell me if... I don't want to say his name.
Hey, Brandon Maples, black multicam grips for Patreon, $10.
Yeah, that's what I would think. I kind of suggest the Warrior's so similar to that. I thought if we added like a dark gray, that would turn the Warrior into multicam black. And I was like, man.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, we need multicam black grips. We really do.
No, not Knife Lift. Knife Life. Knife Life. Make sure you spell it exactly as you see it.
I don't want to say who. I'll just say Kramer. He works in the penal system in Hawaii. And he sent me this. And he asked about the live. And we did last week on Rumble, and I don't think he caught it. So hopefully he did. Thank you. I said this last week, and all the vivid colors of all of the patches and things that come from Hawaii. So one of these is for a 30-year veteran, and one of them is for a super special reason. I'm going to look again. I'm not going to read his whole letter because it's private, but it's a beautiful coin. Some of the letter talked about that's Kamehameha and what he meant and still means to Hawaii. And this one is a beautiful freaking challenge coin too. It's got the... Is that Kilway? I think he said so. I need to look at the letter. I don't want to read all of his personal business, but they're the same on one side. I'll read it. But anyway, thank you so much. These are going to go in a place of honor. I'm going to put these here now.
What kind of blades can we give away this week? I'm sure we could give away a stalker, right?
Yeah, we got about 8 million stalkers made.
What else? Anything else?
Nope, nothing else.
Just a stalker?
I'm just kidding. You do away whatever you want. I mean, we got to be careful on the combatants because, you know, we had some loss due to inclusions in the steel. So I'm going to put the hat up this week too, Kramer. So one of them was the one that had the volcano on it is for employees that are outstanding. The second one.
You're talking about the coins?
Uh-huh. The greatest king hailed from his island and the United Kingdom of Hawaii, Kamehameha. So these mean a lot when people send these very personal items and the stories behind them.
Bye, Drewski.
It means
have a great church service.
Drewski got offended by Kamehameha. It has nothing to do with going to church. Tell the truth.
GS Unit 21, Ops Hawk question mark. Oh, you want us to give away an Ops Hawk? We don't have any good Ops Hawks.
No.
We only have a Blim, and it's probably too bad to give away.
Are you having the screen blocked out right now?
No.
Okay, let's talk about Ben and his generosity. I'm not gonna say his last name, but this is what I really liked about Ben's thing. One, if you guys don't know, George Kell is in my family. Can't see it, but just know that it's a signed baseball from George Kell. I will prize this. I've looked for these things.
Yeah, he was really excited about that.
For my entire life, and they mean a lot to me. I played baseball for many years. I was pretty good. I had the opportunity to go to school.
You look like a baseball player.
Injured myself, kind of threw those dreams away, and then went to the Marine Corps instead. So thank you for that. And then look, this is the coolest part. See what this says on here?
I guess I should have told y'all what I'm giving away, because what if you don't want it and you're just entering? What if I'm giving away a piece of paper?
Didn't you say something about a stalker?
No, I said, what can I give away today? I don't know what I'm giving away.
So this says Tim and CW. So he labeled them. Like, these are her silver coins. And
That's really cool.
This is him silver coins. So no, I'm not shilling for you guys to send stuff to CW, but I thought it was really awesome that he took the time to send her stuff. So here's a CW bag, and you can see it. Paying a lot of attention, sent her his favorite paring knife because her favorite was a Victronox that she stole from me.
I'd be happy to have a free Ultra Blim Hawk for my boot. It's thick. There's no tinting on it.
It's too thick. It's not right. It's really bad. So a paring knife. I didn't let her use it yet because I wanted to show it off. Thanks, Ben. And then this was the coolest thing. So the video that got us kicked off.
Paper.
What?
Everybody's saying they'd take paper if we signed it.
Yeah, right. Let's give away a knife of some sort.
I usually save those to the end.
Oh,
an early knife today.
Well, I said it this time. So in that video, Ben must have been able to see the tiny knife from that kid's video.
That is the coolest thing ever.
And she goes, I love that little knife. I'm going to steal it. And the kid, it was funny. Like, you didn't see off camera, but he's like, what? Like, he got all uncomfortable, but she loved it. So Ben picked up on that and sent this little
Swedge tactical.
This little Spyderco to C-Dub. And I'm telling you, she is going to keep this, and no one is going to be allowed to have it, not even myself. Actually, I'm going to stick it over here. Maybe she'll forget about it.
William Gardner said I should be in front of the camera sometimes. Sometimes I do, every once in a while.
The problem is she's too pretty, and then people say inappropriate things, and then I'll get us all kicked off of YouTube. True. You know?
I love that little knife. That's the coolest thing. Thank you for
And then he sent some patches, and I think this one is really funny. It says medic, kinda.
And I got the rice upstairs. He sent some
rice. Look,
I'm gonna make the recipe that he sent.
I say this a lot. Suzanne, look at this. Don't I say that a lot? Embrace the suck.
Yeah, when I'm complaining about stuff.
Yeah. Such a true story.
When I'm trying to get you to do stuff for me.
Yeah. And it always works.
Everything around here. He's the best.
Whatever. So I'm putting these up here now because I'm distracted completely.
Tim, have you ever considered making a Bowie knife or axe? We were just talking about axe a minute ago.
I mean, I think the FMF is kind of like a mini clip Bowie, right? Isn't it? What are you laughing at?
Just the comments.
Oh, I think that's kind of a Bowie. It is, because it's a clip Bowie style blade. I designed it for that. FMF. You know, functionally is how I design the blades. I don't understand this thing.
We have a bunch of stuff still for sale on the website too.
Yeah. Anyway, I wish
Top Power Concrete Simplified Crawfish, $5. You are pretty too, Tim. We will make inappropriate comments about you.
She'll kick you off. She'll kick off. Look, it's like we're really jealous of each other because we should be. That's just what's up. He also sent me this lion steel blade, and I think that's cool because a lot of people think that this is our knife that was in that movie with Denzel Washington.
But it's not.
But it's not. So they're like, I think I saw T. Kell in there. It is T. Kell-esque. Man, I cannot get myself
It doesn't like black.
together today. What a racist camera. But it's comfortable. It's more comfortable than some other people's ringed blades. But I am happy that I don't find it as comfortable.
I know. I'm always like, oh no, I hope it's not as comfortable.
Yeah, that's how we're like, oh no. Oh. But a lot of people were like, they stole this idea from you. I don't know who came out with their blade first.
Oh,
but
yeah, I am Will. He was. He totally was.
What?
In your younger days, you were the lead singer of Limp Bizkit.
Limping with the biscuit, old Durst. Yeah, I mean, I even had the
That
anger.
was from our time, man. We used to jam out to that all the time.
I even had the anger problem.
Try holding up white paper behind it, Tim.
Oh, I got my white face behind it.
It doesn't work. It tries to focus on your face.
Look at my weird eye. Mm-hmm. But anyway,
Kane Kealoha, I need Tim's camo hat.
Oh, I got lots of those. Are they not on the website? You want to give one of those away?
Yeah, we can give one away.
I got hundreds of these.
But we're going to do a knife since you told them they might be getting a knife.
Okay. Yeah, just doing that
We'll do that for this giveaway.
But I have to say, hey, this has somebody's name. T. Ramichi? It's
got like a person's name on it?
Yeah, so it must be a collab with this T. Ramichi guy. Anyway, their stuff, their quality of build is super good.
Yeah, Miss Told, $3 Bill is a great album.
The best. Chocolate Starfish, that was a good one too. And Line Steel comes with a little tool. As far as Ben, you were 100% correct. The girls, our 9-year-old and our 24-year-old, the truffles were gone, like
so good.
Within an hour. And then C-Dub and I had to like beat them and stab them with stuff to try to wrestle and split one so we could try them. And
you didn't show all your stuff either. You didn't show that tour.
Not yet. I haven't gotten to his stuff yet because I just opened it last night when we got home from North Carolina. Yeah. I love
me some Limp Bizkit.
Me too, man. But see,
song.
I'm too angry. I'm too angry for that.
Angry.
I used to listen to some pretty freaking angry music. No shock to anybody
that was
here.
Such a good time for music, though.
It was.
Offspring and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Was that Smash?
Music sucks now.
Green Day, Dookie, that album came out
modern
at the same
music.
time.
Like, it's terrible.
Man, I tried to. It's just like...
Wait. And why does all the country sound like rap now?
Can we differentiate?
90s country was the best.
I didn't listen to country music in the 90s. C-Dub did, though. I was kind of that outlier, right? I was like punk rock and like some of that more hardcore stuff. And she cured me of that. She literally said, when you listen to that music, it makes you angry.
Actually, my favorite music would be like classic rock.
Yeah.
I can listen to that all day long.
Be very hard pressed.
And I love like psychedelic rock, like 70s psychedelic.
Yeah, she likes some Moody Blues and stuff like that too. She likes some of that stuff.
Yeah. Godsmack.
Yeah. See, I had to quit listening to all that stuff.
Silverchair Tool, yes.
Yeah.
All of those good things.
I'm telling you, man. Godsmack was a little bit too aggressive for her. That's one of the bands she said you need to quit listening to.
Corinna Cosmic says he digs some modern music. Sleep Token is my jam these days. I haven't heard it.
Yeah, I quit trying.
Maybe there's some good stuff. I just haven't.
We were, for a while, we were both into some really indie stuff. Like, I would say from mid 2000s till a few years ago, I was like into,
yeah, CCR is also
some really fringe stuff. There's not a CCR song that I do not know. Not one. Not a single one.
Hunter said I might be 8 years old, but I like listening to 60s to 90s rock.
Yeah, so classic rock, that's the same thing. I grew up in my garage, turning wrenches, souping up cars with my dad to listen to classic rock, and that was kind of my
Soundgarden.
Yeah, man, that's so sad.
I love Soundgarden. I love
Chris Cornell's
voice.
Oh, but he killed himself. Man, anything Chris Cornell
I love the Dead
sang.
South. We love the Dead South.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff I was talking about. That was a little more indie. I got into Americana and all that stuff from the mid to recently late 2000s, but now I only have time to explore music.
Hey, William Gardner says he's getting a Kell tattoo. You must be joking. Are you serious?
It's my face. He sent it to me.
If you get a Kell tattoo, you are invited here to be on this show.
Don't say that.
I'm serious.
What if it's on his anus? Like Waterboy. You know what I'm saying? The dude had the Fonz tattooed on his rear.
Oh, Miss Told, that song makes Tim cry. It makes him think of his dad.
Witchin'?
Have you ever seen The Rain?
It does. It chokes me up because that was my dad's favorite song, and he ain't here for me anymore. He was rude.
Y'all gonna make me want to turn the radio on.
Yeah, man. I
said maybe didn't mean to treat you bad.
Yeah, let's just pause and let her sing.
Pause. Let's sing.
No, she can sing. I don't know how to.
I was not really singing this shit.
No, when she sings and she tries to sing, whoa, like karaoke queen, straight up for real, like all-time winning.
All right, let me give this knife away before we just talk about 90s music.
Who cares? We talk about everything. We're stupid.
So it's going to be for a stalker.
I'm always afraid to say people's names that I did a trade for. If you want to mention that you traded with me for this other tour, this is the Jank Shank. I was super afraid that this was really similar to the Night Stalker, but then when I got it,
wait, hold on, let me move this because you're showing this. I'll do it in a second.
They've all seen this.
Tim loves Linkin Park, Raymundo.
Oh yeah, man, he killed himself too. What in the world? But I love
Carl. I'm glad your dad's okay.
Yes, I don't know what's going on, but I'm glad. Mine's not. Not since 2000. Anyway, let's all cry together. Not for 24 years. Anyway, so am I back on the TV?
Yeah, I'm.
All right, so
they're gonna have to wait for their giveaway.
So I traded for this Jank Shank, and I was really worried because it looks like Tour laid their rings in to make them more comfortable. However, after feeling it in comparison to the Night Stalker and the Nighthawk, I'm not worried anymore. So that was good. But I will tell you, their build quality is better than a lot of stuff I've seen. I
totally agree with you, Rex.
I do like this blade.
So many messages in music to make people like totally crazy.
Yeah.
He just said music industry is controlled by the devil.
It's gotten nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's gotten nuts. Well, it probably was nuts. I just never picked up on it. So I'm going to hang this. I think I did talk about the two that me and Raymond trade for, the two tours last week that I have hanging up here. Honestly, I got to tell you, there's a lot of stuff on this wall that Raymond and I have traded for.
Too.
Oh, we're talking about some freaking
Blade's
standard
wicked,
now.
but the handle's a little small.
Yeah, you got it. That's what I figured.
I do like that blade. I think it's a cool.
Yeah, I like the blade. It's kind of warny and kind of not, and it's real slimline. Really and actually, you know what it reminded me of? Look, this, but it's not a warny.
Carl, I was gonna get a tour before I found out about Kell. Long story short, I don't own any tours. Thank you.
See this? Ours is kind of shivvy, but this is on the new Agent blade, and this will at the rate that we're cranking out the Agent series, this little stabby guy is going to be coming this year. I hope to have these out by Christmas. Just saying. So let's talk about, should we talk about Agent 5 and 6? How about Agent 6? Because I have it in my hand. Anybody care?
Well, let me do this giveaway before you show another knife.
Yeah, I'm just going to hang this jank
For the
shank on my
stalker,
wall.
and you can get a CQC. Oh, wait, we also have some Blim CGs. Should I do a Blim CG? Night Stalker CG?
Sure. Oops. I dropped that hook.
So if you win, you can choose the Blim Night Stalker CG or a regular Night Stalker that is not a Blim with either CQC or regular.
Or AEBL or AECRB. So yeah. See, I'm no longer, because of you guys.
Agent 006, you say, from Mr. Matt?
Are you ready for it?
I'm about to do this giveaway.
Okay, do the giveaway. Because I'm holding Agent 006. We got a lot going on, man.
Adam McAfee. Congratulations.
Adam won. He won. I got like 3 drinks going over here. These are all sparkling waters.
We will do another knife giveaway, so y'all stay on if you want to get in on that later on.
How many humans do you have on this week?
246.
Uh-oh. We had 300 the week before last. What happened?
Y'all tell your friends.
We made 46 people mad about the patch on my bag. That's what happened.
No, the comment that I made about porn on Rumble got like 30 people jumped off as soon as I said that.
Yeah, I mean, look, you just do whatever you want to do. Just don't show that crap to me. You know? Do what you do. Yeah, I think people just want to have a problem with anything and everything you do.
People are too sensitive.
Yes, Jesus. That's the big thing. How dare you have an opinion about something that's different than mine? I quit. I'm leaving you.
Yeah, Brandon, it probably was a throttle down from YouTube. We did notice they did that.
Oh, man, yeah, like our viewership is still in the toilet. Ridiculous. Am I able to show this yet?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay. I just feel dumb. All right, so here it is. Can anybody see it? It's a very, very aggressive Tonto. So basically, it's got the swedge, and this swedge, it's not coming through, but this is curved. So it's a compound grind on that swedge, so it kind of comes in and sweeps out to make that tip really thick. It's hard to see when it's in this resin, but I wanted, like, the whole Agent series to me is svelte, you know, really slim line and clandestiny, but it's the Nighthawk. Well, not at all. It's just a very aggressive Tonto, but that is an angle, so it's more of a Western Tonto. So you get that thickness in the blade here and the thickness in the tip. It's not, I don't know if it's coming through. Well, you can see it there when I twist it. So that goes like that and angles out. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. Anyway.
X1111 Adams, I see your point.
The point. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think about number 6.
Do you ever part with any blanks?
No. No, I don't.
That one's not going to be 007?
No, we miscounted.
Well, shoot. It was supposed to be 007.
007 may be reserved for another famous person that we're trying to do.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to do that blade?
I don't know.
Did you show it to him?
Not in that form. We got to sign paperwork first. Because he's from California and he really wants his paperwork done. I hope you're watching. I just haven't had time. We're too freaking busy. He's excited about the collab. We just have to get most of our stuff.
People are loving that blade.
Really?
Yep.
Good. The Agent series is basically kind of a culmination of everything. Ergonomics with the profile, like lengthwise of the stalker, that grip that's not a ring, and this tail that's across these is for pocket draw, but done well. A lot of these other ones are really chunky, and I did a lot of rounding and a lot of shaping to make this comfortable, so that if that is in pocket, it just comes out.
Can you show all of your agents? Do you have all of your agent
Yeah, I think so. My tip is broken. No, there's.
Are the Bushman blades going to have that design on them like you showed earlier? You mean the camo?
You can order that anytime.
Yeah, I just do a engraving.
So, do we need to show all the plastic ones?
Yeah, they want to see them. Well, Raymond Johnson asked to see all of them.
Even 1 and 2?
Oh, you don't have to show 1 and 2. You just showed those.
Okay. I can't hold them all because I added 1 and 2 in here.
It's going to be hard to beat 001 for me, but I'm probably going to end up having one of each.
Okay.
Verena Cosmic.
It's really difficult. All right, so this is 1 and 2. You guys have seen this in steel, right? That's this. We don't need to beat those. So here's 3 and 4. So 3 and 4 are both 3-inch compliant, just like 2. So 2, 3, and 4, all 3 are under, so that they're more compliant. So this is a 3-inch, kind of inspired by Pete's sake, but he wanted a 2.5. So this is a shorter version of the stalker blade with much more aggressive jimping. So that's the stalker, and then this is kind of like a shiv-ish, but it's got that heavy swage that we're known for. You're right. We need to get a different color resin. These are hard to see on camera.
Just put white paper behind it, like they said.
I want my white hand. So, really aggressive tip. This is just a pokey little guy, and then this will be 5. 6 I've not done. 6 is a... We need to get that printed. Why
Trust Monkey wants you to put it on your belly. White belly. White belly.
There's a lot of fur. I don't look...
Hairy belly.
Yeah, it's like an animal. So if you imagine the profile of the Agent 1. All right, cool. What are you focused on now, you stupid thing? But a high grind, a single edge, and thin, like 125 thick.
007 should only come with shark ray grips like Bond suit, maybe with an ode to a Scottish ski-and-do.
What?
It's from Pete's sake.
Pete's smarter than me. He says smart stuff.
Frank EDC really loved the Warnie.
Yeah, man. The Warnie is... Honestly, I think the blades, they'll probably be done at Blade Show. But I don't know that the
Are any of you guys going to be at Blade Show? And so we can meet you.
Yeah, we do have some of those customer appreciation passes.
Bye, Roberto Santini. Have a good time at church.
Yeah, listen to Jesus.
Go be fed at church. You don't have to have a good time at church.
Unless you can, yeah. Sometimes you're persecuted at church. You're like, man, I do not. Look at this. Nobody knows that there's a hanging, floating bed here that I'm leaning on.
Brian Kerr knew what that thing was that Pete was talking about.
I should.
He's smart too.
He's smart.
Will ABL pry as well as ADCRV2 without breaking in an emergency situation? He's law enforcement.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, so what gives a blade its durability and its ductility is a higher carbon. AEBL is 1.1% carbon and ADCRV 0.80.
Scottish dagger is what it is, he said.
Oh, I know what.
Wow. HPD in the house is coming from Connecticut.
Henry County Police Department?
No. Blade Show is in Atlanta the first weekend in June. We're going to be in the big room.
789.
Got a big booth. We're going to be beside, I think, Vero Engineering.
I don't know who that is. Somebody said you'll have a lot of traffic because of that. Sorry, guys. I don't know who Vero. The very happy. right by LT Wright, all in that area, right there. Double booth. I usually by now have my booth nailed down.
It's at Cobb Galleria, right?
That's right. Cobb Galleria, which is attached to the Renaissance Waverly
If you've
Hotel.
never been to Blade Show, it's crazy.
It's not like crazy wild. It's just crazy to see. Like, well, I mean, when the doors open, there are people that literally run and sprint to get these limited production knives from some people. Like, literally, full on, like running. They'll camp out for days before, not an exaggeration. So, most of the major makers, manufacturers, custom guys, high-end pieces, parts will be at Blade Show. It is the Super Bowl, the Olympics, whatever you want to compare it to, of the knife world. All of the brands that you've heard of, well, most, everything we've talked about today will be there. Wait, will Montana? I don't think they will.
I don't think so.
But everybody else in the world will. Montana's too cool for school. We don't have to.
You guys should make extra blades to trade with other booths. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to just find time.
And Rex said I should get some footage for video.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Those have been very popular.
I should be able to, unless we're just too busy and I got to stay at the booth.
Now, what if the world implodes before then?
Yeah, some people are saying Atlanta's too crazy.
It's the north side of Atlanta. It's technically not downtown. It's Cobb County, not even Fulton.
Yeah, it's true. You're not
in the fray.
Right in the city part.
Yeah. It's easy for us because it's on the north side of Atlanta, and so are we. It's like an hour and a half. It's before Atlanta gets really...
wants to know what your favorite baseball team is.
Used to be the Braves. Unequivocally, it was the Braves. Because, I mean, I grew up in Georgia in the 90s when the Braves were crap for eons, and then they made the run and won the World Series in the 90s. The Braves were just a freaking dynasty. I mean, but I haven't watched baseball in how many years?
Long time ago.
Long time, man. I don't know. I don't do anything but this and make knives, and this industry is really taking over our lives. Sometimes I wonder, like, man, do we have a life? I haven't even shot a firearm in like a million years, and I have a range in my yard.
I'm just going to give away some merch on this one, and then we'll do a knife at the end.
Do it.
This is just going to be a hat and maybe...
Let's get some coffee.
Something else.
Whoa. Hour and 45 minutes already?
No, it's been an hour and a half. We started late today.
Oh.
So we'll just do like a hat, t-shirt, and maybe some other merch on this one. Since somebody was asking about the camo hat earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, do it. Do it.
Any other questions, y'all?
We need to get more gun mats, too, so that we can actually put them on the website. We really need an employee that wants to move to Georgia, that will
do inventory.
Do inventory on everything. All of it. And keep up with it. So that when we give stuff away, they go, oh, make sure you take that out of inventory. Because we don't. And we give away a lot of stuff.
Price of the folders and Raiders from January.
Don't know. Raiders from January are AEBLs. I think we finished up late this week. We will have all the AEBL and ADCRV strikers and raiders done next week on the machine side. Then we've got a heat treat. Then we got to send them off to nickel boron. So they're going to be right at the 6-month mark. So June, July latest. What we're trying to do, I don't know if any of you guys know or you've been paying attention or you follow us for a long time. The plan is, starting with the agents and the folders and anything past this, the plan is to get out from under a 3 to 6 month wait. So I want to sell the crap
Wacko
as we have it.
Wants to work for us, honey.
All right. What are you going to do for me?
For inventory.
I don't know if you can deal with my craziness. But what were we? Oh, yeah. Trying to get out from under pre-order reservation stuff. So just to explain that in detail, I know I do this probably every week. We do the pre-order reservation stuff because we're a cash-based company.
Hey,
so,
Ben Simon, $19.99 for a chocolate fun. Yeah, we can get some more truffles.
I've had some good things. Those are incredible, dude. So now you guys know it was Ben Simon that sent us all that stuff because he's I don't know. It's just such a caring thing. You know, we give away a lot because we care to people. So I know the sentiment behind that. It means a lot. But guys don't have to send us stuff. I'm not shilling for you to send me stuff. So pre-order reservation stuff is because to buy enough steel to make 1,600 blades, which is the Agent 1 and 2, steel, nickel boron, G10, freaking Kydex, pay Americans in America to do the processes that they do. You know what I mean? That is crazy. You guys have no idea the expense behind that. So rather than be profitable, we're taking money from sales, and we have a very thin margin compared to a lot of other companies. I've bought all the stuff ahead of time so that we can get out from under pre-orders and not be slaves to a bank.
Jason Edwards, I'll work and you can just pay me in knives.
Yeah, that's what I like to do. That's why I like trading stuff too. So that's what we're doing. We're transitioning this year. I want to be completely out from under pre-order sales by Christmas.
We want to. That doesn't mean we will.
I've hit a lot of the goals to kind of shape the company this year into the ability to grow. I don't know if we can. We'll know next year if we'll even be able to grow. That's, you know, we've grown a lot and we've added a lot of people. We've got a new office. We got a new building. We've got 4 employees now. We're bringing in other people to kind of do some of the heavy lifting. Even freaking Pete Sake is helping me do some cards and mailing, and Miss Told is taking over a lot of our merch. So we're trying to put some of these other things that are not integral to.
If there was a way for one of our trusted followers to help us do inventory, I would certainly pay them to do it, but I don't know how you could do that remotely.
And we don't have a lot of room here to house it, not house, but to
you can move in with it.
My employees don't live with me, but we're standing on top of each other as it is. We really need to grow. We really need a bigger space if we're ever going to do.
Thank you, Raymundo. You're very right about that.
What?
He just said, keep your faith in God and you'll be successful.
Yeah, that's the key point. You know, you have to put that first. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. It's all going to fail. It's going to fall apart. That's what works for us.
Now, there's some early talk about a building that would have a store. That would be right off
the monkey's out of the bottle now.
It's early. It's early.
Guys.
It'd be right off the exit up here.
Yeah, right off the Interstate 75 near Chattanooga.
With a showroom and everything.
Showroom, offices, 3 times the space. Very early conversations. Was looking at some sketches and drawings, and if it happens, it'll be a huge deal. And it won't be 88 yards away. Somebody made a joke about that cracked me up. Like if there's a trivia question, how far away is the shop from Tim's house? 88 yards, because I say it all the time.
Y'all hurry up and do this. I'm about to give this stuff away.
But
merch. It's merch, not a knife.
Merchandising. Is that a word? That's not even a word. I made that up. I don't know. I mean, that's a big deal. You know, showrooms and buildings, and you know, it's funny. We did that video. I did that short on mountain readiness for my friend Bob T, whatever. And I'm very animated when I talk, and I guess I was doing like weird stuff, and people always make fun of the way I move. And I watched the video. I told camera wife, I'm like, you know what? People aren't even going to listen about mountain readiness. They're just going to talk about how spastic I am when I move. And somebody did.
And people kept saying you were dancing.
Immediately. Like, this guy must have to pee.
T-Fetch, I don't recognize your name. Are you?
Congratulations.
Do we know who you are, or are you a new watcher?
I don't know who you are. Identify.
Congratulations. You will just need to email us.
Yep.
And anybody that want anything, email us and we will get you all squared away.
It's so hot in here. Being under all these lights.
Bye, Ryan Shira.
Goodbye.
Happy Sunday.
Real. Is that how you say that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the French spelling. I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? We got a few more minutes. Anybody got any topics? Somebody actually asked me, what do you mean with all the stuff going on in the world? And I almost fell over dead. I was just like, what? I don't have any words. I don't have words.
You have to elaborate a little bit what you're talking about.
I don't want to.
Instagram video and you said there's crazy stuff going on in the world, and they said, what is crazy in the world?
Yeah, what's crazy in the world?
Something like that.
Yeah, let's just take out a list. There's just a lot of, it just feels like the world is pulling itself apart. I mean, just from a factual standpoint, if you look at the act of aggression from Russia to the rest of the West, if you look at China's aggression towards everybody, you look at the Arab world's aggression towards Israel, it is.
T-Fetch, here, let me give it to you.
This thing, typically you can go on somebody's YouTube channel and click on the email address, but you can.
I don't think ours has that on it.
It's tkellknives@gmail.com.
Or customer service.
Or customer service at tkellknives. You got it. But yeah, there's just a lot of stuff. Like I feel like at any minute, any one provocation from any one of 50 freaking countries, not 50, but about 10, can just push this world into
it has it just
war.
The damn CAPTCHA. Oh my gosh, people tell us that it's so hard to get to our contact form with all those stupid little CAPTCHAs. Can we turn that off?
I don't think so.
I mean, people say like literally that they literally can't get them right to send us a message.
That's weird. I think because it's sensitive information, you have to
identify all the motorcycles and shit.
Oh, I know. I don't understand the capture. Like, how does
just
that?
Send us a direct email and don't use the contact form.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm not even gonna say it. We're never gonna have a new website. I just threw my money down a hole.
Bart, when did you send it? We were gone with Mountain Roadiness all weekend, and we haven't done emails from like last Thursday.
Yeah, probably Wednesday on.
Last Thursday. Just send another one. Sometimes emails do slip through.
We get a lot
back. Just reach back out. It doesn't bother us.
Yeah, we get a lot of emails. Just be nice though. You know, we're nice. Just be nice. That's
Did
it.
Did I just cuss?
Maybe.
Rex 1111 Adams. I don't know. Sometimes I do because Tim is a bad influence.
I am.
I never did before.
I did it. Look,
I didn't even notice I did.
You probably didn't.
Maybe I said the S word.
You probably just said shit. That's not even a cuss word. What kind of shit are you talking about, Rex? Crazy shit. It's a wonder that our 9-year-old does not. I mean, that's my biggest struggle in life is to not. My dad used to say there's a time for strong language. I guess that time for me is like every second of the day. But I really do struggle with swear words. This is my language, you know. Military, construction industry before that, railroad, freaking worked for Action Target on military bases and around cops for most of my life. And then here we are.
Smart people curse. Yeah. Tim needs a spanking later, LOL. I guess because you're cussing?
No, for being a bad influence on you.
Oh.
And your pristineness. You're the nicest person on the interwebs. CW. Everybody should emulate her.
Let's see. Will be a curse like a sailor, was in the Navy, and my wife gets onto me all the time. I worry about my 2-year-old twins. Yeah, I'm just not like. I guess I think of it like you just learn that language when you were in the military. It's not a bad thing necessarily, but you do kind of not want your kids.
Yeah, so that's the way CW looks at it. Is like this is the language you learn to speak because that's what you're around. Just like she is fluent in Spanish because she immerse herself in the language and the culture. So she speaks. So
because look, I knew Tim before he went into the Marines. He was the most innocent little baby ever. He would have never even said a cuss word. And he went to the Marines and came out a different human.
I mean, I did have a little bit of a reputation in my group of friends for never being afraid to get in a fight, stand up for people. But as far as like doing crazy illegal stuff, I don't know. I mean,
you're an innocent little baby.
Yeah, and in some respects, but there was a lot of
will be all Tim is an innocent little baby.
I mean, people did know that I didn't really mince words pretty well, but I always did believe the best in people. I've always been nice and kind towards people, and it always offended me when people were not nice and kind towards me. and then I'd want to fight them. So that's kind of weird. You know, there's like this weird dichotomy. I mean, I used to, at the drop of a hat, like, F you, we're not doing this.
Just punch first, think about it later.
Yeah, which is stupid to be that hot-headed.
Anybody got any more questions today before we jump off? I guess I could go ahead and do this last.
Now we've established that.
Yes, he is part Irish.
Yeah.
He is definitely Irish.
Yeah, man. Kell is a very Irish, and our lineage can be traced in just a few generations.
I'm still going to do the same giveaway as last time where you could do a CG or a Night Stalker, Blem CG or regular Night Stalker.
Do we have any more requests to seize? Man, I don't know if that coffee is strong or if these lights are just like so bright that it's 1.5 million degrees in here.
Yeah, hot.
It's hot. I feel like I'm dying. The bunker's hot. I'm gonna crawl up in this bed and go to sleep.
You have any other grand plans for Blade Show?
Usually I'm already set up. Did you hear that big sigh? Usually I've designed all the displays. I've built them. I've got them painted. I got everything planned out, how we're going to do it. I've got all the stuff. But the growth this year has been so great that I've just been focused on getting all the pieces in place to keep the wheels on this thing and be responsible with growth, that I don't have my displays designed. I don't have anything set up at all. And that terrifies me. I've got a guy who's actually the cousin of my web designer.
Hey, King of Knives, do it again and put a hashtag.
He's
not the @ symbol.
Some super famous person that's done a lot of brand design and design for trade shows for like major surf companies like O'Neill and some huge companies like that.
So we might have a cool booth.
So I'm hoping.
Hey, can you show Battleship?
Nope.
When we have more of the leather holders available?
I have 60 of them, 20 in each size. So reach out. I just didn't want to drop them on the website. I did not. Go ahead.
Jayhawk, go ahead and send us an email. If you lost your screws on a clip, yeah, they shouldn't be coming off, so we'll replace them.
Yeah. I don't have.
Yeah, Friend of Cosmic. I want y'all to have a good chance.
I do not have a Battleship here, so no.
Tim, sorry. I recall a video where you showed the tiny knife you gifted your father-in-law. Any ideas on making these?
Yeah, that's the DP1. I really have had a lot of response on that. I need to do it. Really. There's Battleship.
The hashtag is CG right now. Hashtag CG.
All right, so there's Battleship, black and the gray on the new combatant.
No, Ryan Henley. Ryan Henley, you know us too well. He said you'll be waiting as long as your new website.
Yeah, man. Freaking.
You know what? Tim just told the web guy the other day, just never mind. But it's just never going to happen, so.
I think it hurt his feelings.
But he's kidding. I mean, it's going to happen. It's just taking so long.
I told him, I said, honestly, dude, at this point, I have been 2 weeks to death. I don't even care anymore. I don't want to hear about it. You take my $30,000 and you just wipe your ass with it because I don't even care.
When are the Night Guard V2s going to be available?
They're at nickel boron also. So
are they going to be available for people or not just?
These are all the things that are like out there, like the folders. I don't really know what the hell to do with those. The 2.0 Night Guards. We
might have all that stuff at Blade Show.
We might. There's all these maybe like things up in the air, but I mean,
Isidro said, looking forward to my pre-order from February. You know, when I can expect it. What did you order?
It's got to be a striker or a raider or a off-color handle for the V3 or something weird like that.
I think he had a striker maybe or something.
We need to.
Can you show a blade in multicam?
We need to invoice Raymond Johnson.
People are appalled at $30,000 for a website. Like
that's nothing. That is nothing.
Yeah, y'all wouldn't believe how much it costs, even for web hosting.
Yeah, well, part of that number is that.
We are trying to move over to BigCommerce because Shopify will just like randomly cancel people that they consider to be weapons.
Yeah, and they held like 70 $2,000 of ours for months, and I didn't even notice it.
They want to see the grip, honey.
Oh, I thought they want to see the thing. There's the grip.
Multicam. They want to see multicam.
Okay, it is. What the hell?
Do you have the version 2 of the Night Guard here?
Nope, I don't. It's at the shop. The shop.
That website better cook me breakfast.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing with the website. There's this blade builder that I wanted, and I'm like this stupid visionary person. See, I hold my head because I'm so stressed about it. I thought we get so many questions about what handle colors. And I thought it would be really cool to do like you see on Ford's website. This was what I used to use as an example. Because if you buy anything but a Ford, you probably should kill yourself. I love saying things like that because it's like such like the trolls just attack. They cannot take a freaking joke. Did you really just say I can't buy a knife if I don't drive a Ford? Yes, that's what I said. That's 100% what I said, Sally. Anyway, so you click color, you click wheels, you click 2-door, 4-door, and then it just builds the thing for you. You can choose your interior color, all that. I thought that was really rad. I thought, hey, that sounds really easy and it'll be cool in the knife industry. All of it, and then you hit boom, add to cart, and you add all the stuff and the sheaths and the things and all the things. Not a problem. That's very difficult, apparently, to get right. So that's really been the holdup, and you got to have excellent pictures for that. And everything's got to line up. And me, I'm like, well, if I make a knife, everything lines up. I'm like, well, it's a little different in Magic Land. That's the internet. And I just wanted the look and feel of the website to just be us, like kind of dark, but understandable and all the pain points. So I've been really anal about it, and I've really exasperated the dude. So to buy a web host for a year is very expensive. And then there's web hosting that's a monthly fee. And then there's all the plugins and all of this and all of that and tax and shipping and all that crap.
Y'all don't even want to know how crazy it gets.
It's expensive. I built the first website on GoDaddy myself. Then I built the second website on Shopify that you see now myself. And I got my buddy to come in, Agent 41, to tweak it and make it look more professional with what I had done. And arguably, what I had done was great. But those little pain points of how do I see the handle color? Y'all don't even understand. That crap, it's you've seen really bad websites, but to have a really good one, it's man. So all of my input has slowed it down. All of my detail has slowed it down. And now we're down to like the last few little bits. And I'm just like, dude, I don't even care. I don't care. What really set me off was I got a bill.
Website is like you, dark humor, and goes in a weird direction at random times.
Yeah, which is bad for ordering things because when it goes in a random direction, you're like, hey, could you just simply let me buy a damn knife with a purple grip?
That's what I'm always trying to tell Tim. Let's just keep it simple.
Yeah, so hopefully the new one will be that simple. I took a lot of input from my wife and daughter because they handle the angry people and the order confusion stuff. And I'm just like, hey, let's just make a cool knife and sell it. It's not quite that simple. Even the registration process for paying taxes because you sell X number of dollars in Ohio, you now have to collect state tax. Like all of that crap takes forever. And then people are like, why are you doing fun stuff? You should just be making our knives. I'm like, look, because the stuff that's not fun that you see in the background makes me insane. And I have to go shoot stuff. I shoot steel, so I don't shoot you in the face. That's pretty simple how it works. Sometimes I'm like, man, I remember the days when I just made 15 blades a week and I went to the Chattanooga market and I sold them and people loved them.
But
we're
very happy and very grateful.
I'm so grateful for where we're at. But to maintain that and to make enough to provide a living for yourself. And
Jeff Albers said he just ordered 3 knives and website says 3 to 6 months. I complete purchase. It says 2 weeks before shipping. I'm confused.
There you go. That's it. Turn the camera off. That's it. that thing that says that was back before we blew up. So it says at least 2 weeks. So you overlooked the at least part, which is confusing to you, but not to me. So what is not confusing to me, for an in-stock blade that doesn't have pre-order reservation in giant, bold, yellow letters that say 3 to 6 months and not in stock, makes perfect sense to me. But everybody else is like, it doesn't make sense. How was at least 2 weeks for in stock not fall within a 3 to 6 month turnaround?
Raimundo, I shoot still so I don't shoot you in the face. Need to make that into a sticker.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, that's what we should. And then we also had the me doing the rear naked choke t-shirt that I thought would be great.
They got some crazy stickers cooking up over there.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to have a lot of that stuff for Blade Show, but I just don't think it's going to happen.
How do you do those hearts? Like, I don't even know how they do that.
I don't either.
They just put hearts on.
I don't understand any of this stuff.
Do you have any blades that are in stock and ready to ship?
No, we never do. Everything is pre-order.
Well, sometimes people can call me and get me on the phone and I'd go find something.
Yeah, she steals it from my collection. So that's what you're getting is my personal blades. No, the screwdrivers are in stock and ready to ship. But very soon, everything that you see is going to be in stock and ready to ship. And it will be communicated. It will not have a big, bright, bold, huge letters, 3 to 6 months. This is a pre-order reservation.
They're doing the hearts and you're doing hearts.
No, I was doing a square. I was doing a square because bird fingers don't translate well onto it.
Who's doing that? How do you do it?
I don't want to know. Don't like that shit.
It's on the YouTube app. Okay. That's pretty cool though.
No. So that's basically it.
So it does it itself. It says, I think if Tim makes heart hands or thumbs up, it pops out on the animation. Try it, honey. Hold up a thumb up.
This?
That didn't work.
Liars.
Yeah, it worked.
Somebody else did that.
So when you did this, that's why it was doing hearts. When you do this.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
No, this is some tomfoolery. Somebody's doing it.
Any future chance for a 3.4-inch blade on the Night Stalker?
3.4? That's super specific. So if I flip you off.
3.4-inch blade in the Night Stalker.
That's so specific. Why 3.4? It's like 3.25 now. It's another quarter of an inch. I don't know.
Oh, my mom says I was a sweet baby too.
She was, man.
Here, I'll put it over here.
3.4 inch. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any. I'm not opposed to doing a 3.4 inch blade.
How about a 3.3.4 point?
Yeah, 3.334.765 inches. Can you please do that? Because that is exactly the perfect knife for me. Yeah, I have lots of plans to do lots of things. A lot of the blade length is dictated by balance points. If it's too long for a handle platform and it's not going to balance well, I usually don't do it. Just for the sake of making a blade X length, if it doesn't move and flow right, I just don't do it. So
request stems from Benchmade 940 length.
I would assume that they have that odd length for the same reason I just said.
Would you ever make a throwing knife? Blade length restrictions.
Yeah, probably. see, Hoffman just told me the truth. Now I know what the little heart button does. So it's not me doing it. There's some people trying
to make me look dumb because I don't know about technology.
Yeah. I love technology. Look, I lost my voice from standing around Emery chain smoking yesterday. I'm telling you, it has to be it. Because we were doing like a thing for his patrons because he never posed. And he's like, hey, man, let's just have a chat, me and you, about guns right here in front of this booth for my Patreon. And I'm like, yeah, you should be responsible and do some Patreon stuff. And I tried to say something and I just squeaked. Like, and I'm like, what happened? I wasn't yelling or talking an awful lot yesterday. I literally think it was like, I hope Emery doesn't watch my lives, but I think he was literally like lighting a cigarette from the one he just finished. Not literally, no. I just was like, we were in the tents because it was freaking raining and I was smoking as much of his cigarette as he was. I might as well just took it from him, but it made me lose my voice. It's been a long time since I smoked. Long time. Long time. Then I went to dip because smoking, and a foxhole gives your position away, and you get shot in the face. And then half the time to stay awake through some of the crap the Marine Corps makes you do, you got to have nicotine. I remember one time we were in a foxhole and it was freaking dark, and I think it was BWT. And I was on fire watch, so I had to stay awake so that my freaking battle buddy could sleep in the foxhole. And I had so much Copenhagen in my mouth that the trees were shaking. That's the only thing that was keeping me awake, because we had been out for a couple days and, you know, sleep deprived and warring it up, doing all the training and crap we were doing in the Carolina woods, and the trees were shaking. It was like, damn. Yeah, that's fun. That was real fun. And then people ask me, why do you work hard? Because this is easy compared to keeping yourself awake with Copenhagen so much that everything's shaking and you're going to pass out. It's on your feet. I've literally seen people fall asleep standing up like this. I don't know how in the world they're like a horse. They like lock their knees and just slip standing up. It was crazy. Oh man, we had a dude. We like ate chow super fast. He ate a bunch of pasta because we were going out on deployment, so he needed the carbs. And this dude is standing in formation and he throws up and passes out at the same time, like projectile, not even slightly digested, like macaroni surprise, like whoa. It's like, holy crap. Our drill instructor was so pissed. I think he made him clean it up. We're at Rifle Battalion. Nuts.
Somebody was asking what the CG is.
Combat grade.
Yeah, this is it. You can choose the blemish CG or a regular Night Stalker. We're at 2 hours, so I'm going to do this drawing.
You said we started late, so we owe them more.
No, this is the actual amount of time we've been on.
Oh. All right, let's show the difference between the two, a CG and a regular. So, let's start with the spine.
Joseph S.
See that? Okay, so the one here,
Send us sticker. We'll get you squared away.
So it's 20,000 sticker. The jimping goes all the way across, and we do a full profile on this. So on this one, you still have that texture on the spine that comes from the water jet. I left that originally because it gives you more traction, because it's a thin blade and you need more. So you've got it's a thinner blade, so it's much faster. And then look at the head knockers, glass breakers. We don't say head knockers. So they're different. So this one is cut in concave, so that now you can see it. It's sharper. And this one is a lot flatter. So it's a thicker blade. A lot more time and machine work goes into making this thing ultra smooth and a higher end feel. So the fit and finish is better on the CG, and it's thicker. So it withstands piercing more versus the standard Night Stalker. Make any sense at all?
Yep.
So same profile. You can fit the grip from this one on this one and vice versa.
Oh, Jason Edward. You're doing the best work there is. He says, I've fallen asleep standing up after a long day taking care of my disabled mom. She's the greatest mom in the world, my best friend. That's so sweet.
Man, see.
That's the hard stuff. Most people just don't do that. They just put their people in a nursing home.
Yeah, and look, you're supposed to. You know, we have that as an example in our lives with our mom and dad taking care of each other when it's hard as hell to do. And that gains so much respect. And that's the deepest and greatest expression of love and marriage. Like, in sickness and health means something to some people. Shocking, I know. But when you are physically unable to do it, who does it next? Your kids. That's just what you do. Like, it's just not, there's no question in that. So, you know, you can do it and you should. And, you know, that's exhausting. That's completely sacrificial. So good for you.
Hey,
man.
Send us an email. We'll get you a t-shirt or something, hat or something if you want it.
Yeah, that's honorable, man. That's. We have a lot of people that do that too. Like I can think of several people's name off the top of my head that care for their parents or loved ones or their spouse that can't care for themselves. A lot. And that is rare. It's so rare. It's hard work, man.
HFBs for trade showing up tomorrow. Oh, I missed it. What was it?
What is
Where-
HFB?
Hold on.
High frequency
For trade showing up
bathtubs.
tomorrow in Georgia. Enjoy. What's that, CB? I don't know. Oh, HFBs for trade. This must be something you traded with somebody.
Oh, I'm pretty jazzed.
What is it?
Half face. I've wanted to see his work for a long time. And look, I trade for these things because these guys think when I buy their crap, not crap, I shouldn't say, when I buy their stuff, that I'm trying to steal their ideas. I just want to see what all the fuss is about. Like, I want to appreciate the artistry that people appreciate in my blades too. I like cars, I like guns, I like knives and things that people create with their eye. Like, I like that stuff too. But they get weird, like, oh, that TKL guy bought my knife, he's gonna rip it off. Like, no, I'm not. I don't care. We made a name for ourselves by not doing what you do. You do what you do, I'll do what I do. Can I still like your stuff without you thinking I'm stealing your idea? I kind of got into that too for a while, where I thought like anything that looked like mine, like, I am that awesome. You guys are stealing my ideas. You're terrible at life because you can't come up with something on your own. And then I've been able to, through what we do, trade for some stuff. I trade for firearms. I trade for blades. I trade for food, like for real.
We're over, honey. We're by 5 minutes, so we'll let them jump off now.
Are they jumping off in droves?
Yeah.
Everybody's leaving because I'm talking about trading.
Leaving. We'll just stay here and talk all day.
Yeah. How many people you got on there?
200.
I don't speak Spanish.
200.
Yeah, you lost a bunch of people.
Well, that's because it's over.
Guys, have a great Sunday. Thanks for being here. Reach out if you want something.
Said the reality is they are stealing TKL designs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have a suspicion that a lot of people are, but what are you gonna do? Guys, have a great week. If you need something, reach out. If you don't need something, reach out anyway. Bye.
Bye.
I saluted with my hand in my pocket.